Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're doing great today. For today's video, I wanted to chat about the new fragrance releases that have been all over the place because I feel like we are getting bombarded with new releases. Some of them are very, very exciting for me, some not so much. So we're going to talk about that today. And of course, I cannot wait to hear your thoughts on these new releases as well. So with that said, don't forget to subscribe so that we can hang out in the future, and let's get right into today's video. Alright guys, so we are starting the year off just getting fragrances thrown at us left and right. I'm like literally building a wish list, trying to figure out what I want to try, what I don't want to try, and just it's a little overwhelming but super fun at the same time because I feel like with all of the changes that I've been going through with like my fragrances that I've been liking and getting rid of and all that, I feel like I'm ready for like a new wave of fragrances, new exciting things. Hopefully we get something different. So I just want to talk about a few of these with you guys. I'll let you guys know some of them I already have on the way. Others I won't be getting, so I will be letting you know. So the first one we're going to start off with is a flanker from the Valentino Donna Born in Roma line. So these are always hit or miss for me. The original Born in Roma is not for me. I loved it when it was first released, but the more that I got into fragrance, the more I started to pick up on notes that were just really irritating me. It would kind of make my throat feel kind of scratchy, and I don't know if it's the bourbon vanilla in there, but it always made me feel a little sick as well, so I cannot do that one. The Intense was even worse for me. The Coral Fantasy is a love. I love that one, even though that one's very different from the Born in Roma original scent. The yellow one, which I forgot, I think it's called Yellow Dream. I loved that one for a minute. But then the longer it sat in my collection, it started getting like really, really musky and strong. So I got rid of it, but I love the way that one smells. And we also have the pink that came out recently, which I kind of kept going back and forth with, but I did wear it a lot during Christmas vacation, and I think I'm starting to really, really love it, and it lasts so long on me, so I'm pretty happy with that one. So now we have Valentino Donna Born in Roma Green Stravaganza. And the main accords are vanilla, white floral, and powdery. So I don't know. This one I'm kind of like iffy with. I don't know if they release a travel size, I will most likely start with a travel size, which is kind of like my safe way when I'm not sure how I'm feeling about a certain fragrance. I go with a travel size unless I'm like super confident about it. Then I go ahead and just get the full size. But the notes on here, this I have never heard of. If any of you guys, I know many of you guys always help me out with notes. Lapsang Sochong Tea. I probably said that wrong, but I have never seen that as a note in a fragrance. But I'm thinking it's going to give it maybe like a green touch, a herbal, aromatic touch. The middle note is jasmine, and then we have vanilla. So this can be either something, I keep talking with my hands. This can either be really nice, something different, something exciting, or if the jasmine is too strong, it could be a total disappointment for me. So with this one, I think I'm going to go ahead and get the travel size if it is released with the fragrance, because sometimes they get a little funny and they only release the full size so that people don't buy the travel. I've been noticing that with some releases. So if the travel is available, I will definitely be picking that up. If not, I will try and take a trip to like a Sephora or something to smell it. I really do love the bottle. I love the color of it, and it looks fun. So I'm hopeful for that one. Next up, we have one that I already have on the way, and it is my birthday gift because my birthday is tomorrow, which is January 5th. And my husband already gave me my gift early. He gave me a Sephora gift card. He wanted to buy the fragrance for me, but he was having a hard time finding it, so he just got me the gift card. But this is a new release from Marc Jacobs, which I know this one people are going to be torn up with. Some people really don't care for the Marc Jacobs because I know the performance isn't the best. But for me, I really do love having a Daisy fragrance here and there in my collection for every day. So Daisy Love Days is the one that I have right now, and I have been loving it for like everyday wear. I went through an entire Daisy Love, I think it was Skies, the blue bottle. That one was so good. The smell of it, even though it doesn't last a really long time, I really don't mind reapplying because it just smells so good. So I went through a whole bottle of that. I've gone through a whole bottle of Daisy Love, like the original one. So whenever they come out with the flankers, I kind of get excited for them. So out of the three of them, because there is three of them, we have the one that I already have on the way to me. I should be getting it tomorrow, and that is Daisy Love Pop. And the reason why I was really interested in this one is because the notes in here sound so good. So the main accords are vanilla, amber, sweet, fruity, woody, aromatic, citrus, lactonic, nutty, and warm spicy. Listen to these notes. There is cloudberry, which is usually in the love fragrances, and I love the sweetness that it gives along with bergamot. The middle notes, there's pistachio and whipped cream. Come on. That was like an immediate I need in my life. And then the base notes are benzoin and musk, which I'm sure the benzoin shouldn't be too much because it's Marc Jacobs. They're usually very light, airy fragrances, so I'm not really too worried about that benzoin, which sometimes can be a little cloying, but I'm thinking this is going to be a really nice fragrance. So that is the one that I went with. But there is also the Daisy Also Fresh, which I never really have too much luck with those. This one has lime, raspberry, and cedarwood, so it does sound really nice. Like if I can smell it somewhere, I'll definitely try it out, but I won't be picking up a full size of it because I chose the Love. And then there's also the Marc Jacobs Daisy Pop. This one sounds really, really good too. This one has yuzu, kumquat, pamplewood. So that one sounds really good too, but the one that caught my attention the most out of the three was the one with the pistachio, which is Daisy Love Pop. And I think the bottles are so cute. I don't know. I think like some people might think that they're tacky or I don't know, but I feel like it's so cute. I want to see it in person and see how it looks. The bottles are really, really adorable. So I'm very excited about that one, and I will be filming a review on it for sure to let you guys know my thoughts on that one. Next up, we have some body care from Rare Beauty. So I was very, very curious about this. At first, I kind of skipped out on it when it was first released. I was like, I don't think I'm going to like that. But then it started to get compared to things that I actually like that I think smell nice. So this is the Find Comfort. It is like a body mist from Rare Beauty. The main accords are woody, citrus, green, aromatic, amber, fresh, musky, violet, vanilla, and earthy. And the top notes, you have pomelo, lemon zest, and rhubarb. Middle notes are black tea, violet, and jasmine. And the base notes are cashmere wood, vetiver, and tonka. I love the unique notes in there. It's not like what gets released all the time when it comes to like celebrity scents and things like that. So that one, I think it's already at my doorstep actually, but I want to smell it first, wear it so that I can give you guys a good review on that. But it sounds nice, and it's being like in the section in Fragrantica where it says this perfume reminds me of, there is Byredo Baldafrique, which I love that scent. It's very like woody, fresh, bright, just something that you can wear every single day and like easy to wear. So I'm very, very excited to try this out. So right when I'm done filming, I'm going to be playing around with that. And then we have some more body care as well from Sol de Janeiro that's going to be released. I already ordered the body cream as well. I'm waiting for the body mist to be released so that I can pick up a bottle of that because it sounds like it's going to be right up my alley. So that is CHEIROSA 59, and the main accords on Fragrantica say that it's powdery, sweet, woody, violet, floral, vanilla, and warm spicy. And these notes, you guys, we have vanilla orchid, which is one of my favorite notes in fragrances. I have noticed whenever there's vanilla orchid in a fragrance, I love it so, so much. Then the middle notes are sugar and violet, and the base note is sandalwood. So there is a little mix of notes that sometimes don't work on my skin, but I have a lot of faith that this will be a good one, I hope. So I'm very, very excited about that. This next one, I have gone back and forth on whether I want to try it, whether I want to review it. And honestly, I'm leaning more towards I'm going to skip on it unless I get a chance to smell it in person. I don't think that it's worth it for me to blind buy this, and that is the latest release from Tom Ford, and that is Vanilla S. I'm gonna say S because I'm not sure if I can say that word without YouTube getting mad about it. So the main accords for this fragrance are vanilla, sweet, almond, floral, powdery, nutty, amber, fruity, and woody. And the notes sound like a fragrance that I would just get in a heartbeat. Like I would just snatch it right up. If you've been watching my channel, you know how much I love almond. I love vanilla. This has bitter almond, vanilla, floral notes, vanilla absolute, ultra vanilla, tonka bean, and sandalwood. Sounds like it's going to be so good. And when I tell you I put this in my cart, I don't know how many times and took it back out, because when it comes to this one, I did decide to hear out a few like fragrance reviews. I read a little bit about it because the price is $250, and I feel like I haven't really had the best luck with Tom Ford when it comes to fragrances. And I did hear in reviews and I did read that the performance is not the best. I can forgive lackluster performance when it comes to a fragrance that is like $80. Okay, fine, I can reapply. But if I'm gonna pay $250, I want that fragrance to perform great. I want it to be amazing, like great quality. I don't want to spray something that's going to not last, and I'm paying that much for it. So if you have bought it, if you have tried it, let me know if you think I will like it, if you think it's worth it. So the fragrances that it's being kind of compared to in this perfume reminds me of, there is Menthol Vanilla Cake, which did smell really good, but I remember that one had like a synthetic or like metal type of note in there, so I had to declutter that one. Then we have Italica, which I have been falling in love with, but if it's similar to Italica, I already have Italica. And then there is Ellis Brooklyn Vanilla Milk, which was a fail for me because again, there was like this weird synthetic note in there. Did not work on my skin. And there is Hypnotic Poison by Dior. So I do love the fragrances that are in the similar category, but I just don't know if it's worth it. So I'm kind of like stuck on that one. I hopefully can go somewhere where I can smell it to make up my mind on what I'm going to do. This next fragrance, I was not going to, like, I wasn't really excited about it because I am not the biggest cherry lover, but I did pick up a travel size. So I am going to be doing a review for you guys. And this is the latest flanker from YSL Black Opium, and it is called Over Red. So this has main accords of white floral, cherry, sweet, vanilla, coffee, warm spicy, citrus, patchouli, woody, and balsamic. The top notes are cherry, green mandarin, middle notes are orange blossom, jasmine, and black tea, and the base notes are Madagascar vanilla, coffee, and Indonesian patchouli leaf. This one can go either way for me. There is coffee added in here, so that makes it, of course, it's black opium, so there's coffee. So that mix of like coffee with cherry, I'm very excited to try it out along with that tea. I'm wondering if it's going to smell kind of like relaxing or aromatic. Even though I don't see aromatic in the main accords, warm, spicy does kind of call my attention. We'll see. That one I'm going to be wearing it over the weekend, and I will be filming a review on it soon for you guys. I'm excited for that one. Like at first I wasn't really too excited, but now I'm like, okay, that kind of gives it like a different take on Black Opium, and who knows, maybe it might be a cherry that I really, really enjoy, because there are a few cherry fragrances that I love. I cannot wait to try that one out. This next one, you guys, I don't think I'm going to, actually I know I'm not going to try this. I don't even think I'll get a travel size of this one, maybe until after I hear a few from channels that I enjoy watching. But as for me, I haven't had the best luck with Replica. I do have a few that I love. Like for example, Coffee Break is such a unique and beautiful fragrance. It's one of my favorites. It's not that I don't like them, but for the most part, most of their releases are just not for me. Here we have Maison, Marc and Margiela, Replica, and the name is From the Garden. The bottle looks beautiful. It's green, and the main accords are aromatic, fresh, spicy, citrus, green, patchouli, and warm spicy. The top notes, there's tomato, leaf, and green mandarin. Middle note, there's geranium, which I am not a fan of, and there's also patchouli as the base. So that does not sound like one that I would add to my collection, but it does sound like a very interesting perfume. You never know. So if I walk into a Sephora and I can smell it, I'll definitely give it a whiff, but it's not one that I'm interested in buying for myself. The next one to end this video is one that I'm very, very excited about. And funny enough, I recently did a declutter, which I'm going to film next to let you guys know why I decluttered those fragrances, because I did do a post about them and some of you guys were just like, what? Like, there was some fragrances in there that I really enjoy. I just decided to declutter my Viktor and ROLF Flower Bomb Ruby Orchid, which I loved for like, I would say 2 years now. And I did wear, I made a dent on the bottle, but every now and then I like to declutter. And it's gotten to the point where when I declutter, it doesn't necessarily mean, ew, I hate this or anything like that. It just means I need to make some room because I constantly have fragrances coming in. I'm reviewing them for you guys. This has literally turned into my job. And I cannot deal with having like bottles and bottles of perfume. It just does something to me mentally. I don't like the feeling of it. So all of my perfumes now are on those shelves right there. So I was able to downsize my collection and not have any perfumes in my drawer. So my collection is literally 4 shelves. That's my collection. So every once in a while, I just kind of look through them. If I see something that I'm not really reaching for as much as I used to, or I'm not as excited about, I'm ready to declutter it. That doesn't mean that it won't ever be in my collection again or I don't like it, but it's just a way to kind of keep myself in order. So I decided to declutter my Ruby Orchid, not because I don't like it, just I was kind of over it for now. I would say for now, because sometimes you end up missing a fragrance. And then literally after I decluttered it, which one of you guys bought it from me, I hope that you enjoy it. And thank you so much for ordering from my Mercari. I literally go on social media and I see that Viktor and ROLF is releasing a flanker for FLOWERBOMB. And this one looks, I'm getting it. From the bottle to the color of it to the notes of it. Only thing I am wishing and hoping is they don't mess it up like how Juliet has a gun, Lust for Sun. That one, the first time I sprayed it, it was love at first sniff, but then the white florals took over. The longer that it sat, those white florals were like so strong. The same happened with Oscar de la Renta Bella Tropical. That one was another one. The first sprays where you got like those tropical coconut creamy notes, perfection. And then just a little bit of sitting and those white florals completely just steal the show. And then it just ruins it for me. So this new one is called TIGERLILY. And the main accords are white floral, tropical, floral, sweet, coconut, fruity, amber, vanilla, soft, spicy, and warm spicy. The notes are coconut milk and bergamot at the top, which that combination, if you know, you know. I love that like sparkling, refreshing touch from the bergamot added with the creaminess of the coconut. It's one of my all-time favorite type of like note combinations. And then the middle notes, there's TIGERLILY, freesia, and jasmine. So that's kind of where I worry a little bit. And the base note is mango and benzoin. So you have mango in the base. So when it dries down, I'm thinking that mango should still be there. So that sounds like a really exciting release. I'm definitely going to be reviewing that one, whether it's travel size or full size. I'm not sure yet. I really want to get the full size. I just hope that it doesn't end up being like too white floral. But I cannot wait to hear your thoughts on these fragrances. Let's chat in the comment section. Which ones do you plan on getting? Which ones you're skipping on? Which ones sound amazing or boring or whatever? I cannot wait to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for being here with me today. And with that said, give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Ooh, la, la.